Women crushing it Wednesday, they feeling undefeated. Queens of the ring like Christine is. If you get in the ring with Christine, then you might catch a beating. Just tune in, you gon' have to see it. Stand up if you with us, if not to be seated. You see Sue straight, hope you don't feel away. And Nika, who really got something to fight for. Everybody saying they're the GOAT, who the one that slayed the Chupacabra. Your favorite girls. Women crushing it Wednesday, they feel.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Women Crushing It Wednesdays. I got my girl Nika in the house. How you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. I'm breathing.
I'm doing
working.
Good now. I
glad you're
had
feeling
a
better.
strep throat. Thank God you can't get it through the computer, or we all been in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I got my little shot in my booty, and now my throat sounds good. I can talk, and I'm feeling good. But before we get this show underway, I want to give a shout out to some of our sponsors. HCP, every Monday night, Hispanics Causing Panic with D-Style and Calix. Check them out every Monday. They are legit. They know their shit. They're definitely legit. And after but my daughter, because she does our videos, she does our thumbnails, she does a great job with that. Also Kush with a C, he does our intro, the little rap, 20-second rap, 23-second rap. It's amazing. He is so freaking talented. So shout out to him. But also, I just want to give a shout out to my girl Nika, because this is International Women's Day. And she has always been 100 since day one. Day freaking one.
Aww.
She's been on the up and up. She's been committed. She gets so much shit on the internet. People talking about she only gets by because she got a nice rack and this and that. You know what? She's beautiful. She has a gorgeous body, but I'll tell y'all what. She knows 90% more of boxing than some of these men do on YouTube and Twitter.
But these are just trolls. These are trolls that are harassing me for another bum. So they're like flooding my. I was taking a break from Twitter, and I haven't been on Twitter. I've been chilling from Twitter. Now they're like migrating to my Instagram, like the bitches that they are, like harassing me. It's really harassment. It's crazy.
Girl, you're a superstar.
He literally said,
Nika, when you have stalkers and you are harassed.
Sending me messages 2:00 in the morning, like, Nika, you talk too much. You think you know everything, but you're lucky you have a big titties. What are you talking about? For another grown ass bum. But you know what? I'm glad you tune in every weekend, and you're probably here in the chat, so enjoy.
And yeah, absolutely. So today I dedicate today to my girl Nika. Absolutely.
No, we can dedicate it to all the women. Like Casually Hardcore with Ryan Neko. Am I saying that right? I don't know if I'm saying that right. We have Crystal here, yes, all the ladies,
Yes, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, exactly. Casual Hardcore with Ryan Neko. Yes, it's a sign that she's doing something right. Absolutely.
Right, well, I don't have patience. I don't have patience.
I got your back, girl.
I must say they are annoying.
But so I did not get to see the press conference today because, like I said, I had to go get a shot before I couldn't even talk. Fever, everything, because of strep throat. So I missed it, but I did catch some clips. But Nika, you did see the press conference. What were you thinking about the press conference? What were your thoughts? And then I'll tell you what mine were.
Well, I love the shit talking at the end. That was my favorite part. But I wish they would have had them mic'd up to where we could hear them, because that was my favorite part. But because they were talking some shit up there, but they wouldn't let us hear what they were saying. I guess because it was on YouTube. It was on YouTube.
Maybe so.
They did not let us hear anything, and that was probably like the best part of it. But I did like how Ryan carried himself, and like what he was saying when he was talking about before the actual press conference and during the press conference. He was talking about like mental health with athletes and stuff like that. Okay. But yeah, it was I feel like it was a good press conference. It got the people going, especially at the end. It tip and advice to Showtime and like the producers to get people more excited. Let us hear the shit talking at the end, like when y'all turn off the mics and they are face to face talking shit. We want to hear
behind
that.
the scenes.
We want to hear
that's
that.
The best.
I think we all want to hear that.
I agree with that too. So the little bits and pieces that I saw was, first of all, I heard Tank was an hour late.
It was 2 hours. 2 hours.
Oh,
late.
2 hours. Okay, so I don't know if that was just like, man, I do what I want. I'm cool. Like, I'm the shit. Or maybe his car broke down. I don't know.
I saw somebody saying that it was because he was getting a haircut. But then he was wearing a fitted, a New York fitted when he got there. So I don't know if it was the haircut because he covered it with the fitted.
Well,
but
look,
and if they were in New York, so I know the traffic was crazy. So if he was getting a haircut and he thought he was gonna get there on time, trying to get through New York traffic, that was not gonna happen.
Okay, so we're gonna continue this conversation.
Yeah.
But we have our guest.
Yes.
Oh, Shaquie Foster. Shaq. Okay.
Hey.
Ice water. Hey.
The champ is here.
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing?
We're
Pretty
doing
good,
well.
pretty good.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
I know you are.
I know you are. But before we get into you, we were having a discussion about the press conference today. Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia. Did you happen to catch that at all?
I haven't caught it yet.
Okay.
I've been seeing it going crazy on the internet. Yeah.
Yes, they are. So Nika was talking about that because she had just said that Tank Davis was 2 hours late. I mean, I said, I don't know if he thought that was cool or maybe his car broke down, but she said she had heard he got a haircut. So, okay. But I know when he did get there, and this is all the opinions that I speak for, or for me, they don't reflect the show or any of our guests. But then he walked in. Okay, the jacket was cute. The purple fur, it was cute. But the green purse, no, come on, man. No,
I don't like the new fashions for the men that are there. I don't like it. Sorry, I don't want my man carrying a little purse cuter than mine. Cuter than mine. Sorry, it's just not happening. Not happening.
Yeah, I mean, to each his own. You know?
Yeah, I know. Everybody has their style, but for me, I don't want my man carrying a purse.
To each his own. I totally agree with that. And if he wants to, I like whenever Floyd carries the little like Fendi, the leather, the brown. That's cute. That's cool. Yeah. But the bright green, I don't know. But anyway, we'll go back to that. But let's talk about you. Shaquie. I just want to. You may not even remember this, but I'm gonna tell everybody just as the intro, and then we're gonna let you speak. So the first time I ever saw you fight, the first time I ever knew anything about you was in the amateurs, and we actually fought you at a pro-am. It was Ann Wolf in Austin, Texas.
Hey, that's funny.
Yes,
hey,
and I believe he fought my son Cameron Jones.
Wait, he fought your son?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. So do you remember the pro-am, the Evo pro-am?
Yeah. I remember. I was thinking about that the other day. Actually, yeah, I was thinking.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago. I think I was like 15.
Yes.
Yeah.
And back then I was like, this kid is talented. Like, I don't know who he is, but he is super talented. I remember distinctly thinking that. And then here we are today. So talk to us about this journey. And now, being the WBC champ of the world, like, oh my God, people have always been counting you out from what I have seen. Talk to us about this.
Man, it's big, man. I like you said, I always been looked over. So, I finally got the chance to make a statement and, was able to make a statement. I still feel like it's a lot more for me to prove, a lot more for me to show. So, I'm still on the low end, with that chip on my shoulder, but it's definitely, a great feeling to get that, to finally get that notice, finally get the title, so.
Yeah, I felt like you had like one of the hardest roads to get there than other champs at that weight. So I knew when you got that call, you were beyond ready because you were waiting for that shot. So
Yeah.
when you got the call for this fight, like to for the belt, like what was your state of mind? Like you was just like, you know what, I was born ready, I stay ready, so I'm ready for this.
Yeah. We knew they was gonna name us mandatory before the Shakur fight, but we just didn't know, if they was gonna try to sell it as us fighting somebody else before we finally get to the title,
Mm-hmm.
or they however they was doing it. But as soon as we got the title, man, as soon as we got the call, it was like, I was already ready. I was already
Yeah.
training, so it just made me turn it up. I actually had to turn it down for like 2 weeks before we jumped into camp because I was already, going
You're
You
ready
don't
hard.
want
to
to
go
peak too
hard.
early.
Yeah, yeah. So we had to turn it down a little bit.
If I think back, the fight in my mind for like people that don't know who you are and haven't been following your career, I think the fight that really like took you to the mountaintop was the Miguel Roman fight. Do you
Yeah,
think that that's when people finally said, you know what, this young man might really have some talent. He might really be the next thing. Do you think that was the fight for you that put you over the top?
yeah, yeah. Most definitely. I think he was ranked number 4 or number 3 when I fought him. So it was the perfect situation. Yeah, most definitely. He was my first top 10 guy to fight. Um, yeah, I think you got it right on.
Yeah, that's the and I loved that. That was the what was that, Ring TV, right? The Ring TV.
Yeah,
Um,
Yeah,
I missed
yeah,
them. They were
I miss
actually,
Ring
yeah, they
TV.
were.
Oh my
I don't
God,
know what happened to or how it dissolved, but that was a
those
yeah,
good.
matchups were real matchups, in my
Yeah.
opinion,
yeah.
that
It
they
reminded
had.
me of Showbox a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
absolutely, absolutely. And you are surrounded like well. Before I get to that, how important is it for you to have good people around you? People that aren't just yes men. People that are gonna tell you the truth. People that live this, bleed this, sweat this. How important is that for an athlete?
I feel like it's one of the most important things. Because you want your people to be real with you. You don't want nobody to take no money behind your back, anything like that. You want the loyalty out of it. So, um, man, that was the biggest part for me. Getting a team that had my bag, that believed in everything. That was gonna tell me when I was wrong. And things like that. So I feel like outside of you being focused, you being dedicated, your team is the next best thing.
Yeah, for sure. You got to be able to trust them. Where you
Got
are
to.
just training, that's your job, and they handle everything else. And you have so Bobby Benton, Aaron Navarro, those. So I love them both. To me, they're some of the most underrated coaches in the world that people don't realize who they are and how they are. Would you agree with that?
Facts, facts.
Yes.
Yeah, but they two guys that don't really look for the spotlight. They don't really
No,
like it.
they don't.
They
Those are
just
the
handle
best.
their
Those are the
business.
best people to have around. The ones that are not looking for the spotlight or the attention. They're just there to do their job and want to see you win and help you win.
Right,
So
right.
And
Yeah,
hella knowledgeable. So I'm closer to Aaron. Aaron helped me. Like I would not be the cut woman I am today if it were not for him because he was the main force. I could call him at any time, ask him any question, and he was there. Like he is I consider him a very close friend. Bobby Benton is a friend, and he's super smart. Like I see what they do, and I see how they do it, and how they
yeah,
move. So I knew that we were coming up on something with you because I could just see it. And by the way they are, I have my bird bracelet on. I will never not take it off till it falls off for Aaron's daughter. Um,
yeah,
that's he's my guy, but I think that we're coming up on a new dawn where people are going to know who they are. They know who you are. And even if they don't want to be in the spotlight, they're going to be in the spotlight. That's my
Yeah,
prediction.
yeah. I mean, they need, I ain't gonna say they need it, but it's good. It'll be good for them to get some recognition, for sure.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. And y'all have a gym full of champs. Talk to me about the gym you train in for people that don't know who's in there, what y'all are cooking.
Man, we got, if anybody that's watching you up in Houston, come down to Main Street downtown. We got all the work you need, every weight class.
Yes.
You got me, you got Regis in there, man. You got Miguel, man. You got so many different fighters and different weight classes. You got Q,
Mm-hmm.
man. It's a lot of guys.
Yep, Coach
And
Collinsworth, he's there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, he
Yeah.
there giving
Yeah.
giving his
Expertise.
I'm
yeah.
telling you, like you walk in the gym and you're gonna see some super duper stars from the coaches to the athletes. Like for real, it's like I don't get starstruck with actors and rappers and all that, but when it comes to elite coaches and top of the line boxers, I'm just like in awe. So that's the gym. That's the gym for real. It really is.
Are you from
So
Texas though? No, right?
yeah, I'm from Texas, but
Oh,
I'm
okay, okay.
from like 2 hours away. It's a small city called
Okay.
Orange.
I don't know why I thought you was from New York. I don't know why I thought you was from New York.
Nah.
Nike wants everybody
No,
to be from New
no, no,
York.
no. I don't know why I thought he was from New York. I don't know why. Okay, my mistake.
It's so
Nah,
crazy.
you
I've
good.
lived in Texas my whole life, and I have never heard of Orange, Texas. So is Orange, Texas 2 hours away from Houston?
Yeah, it's like if you hop on I-10 to go to Louisiana,
Okay,
we're the last city on the border, like the last
okay.
city. You get
Before you get to Louisiana,
yeah,
it's like this is the last chance. You don't want to go to Louisiana, make a right. This is the
yeah,
last
make
chance.
it, yeah,
Don't do it.
yeah,
So, speaking of Regis, so I'm upset with him because I wanted him. I've also been knowing him, and we've sparred him and fought him since he was little, and when he first started, when he first moved to Texas, and I was like, "Hey, Regis, come on the show." He's like, "Well, talk to my somebody Benji.
yeah,
I guess he's his manager or something." And so I text Benji, and well, okay, you know what? I'm not mad at Regis. I'm mad at Benji
Benji.
because Benji
yeah,
didn't get back at me. Okay, so I'm like, Benji, if you're watching, Benji, this is the show. Trust. so, so,
yeah,
so answer my text message.
yeah,
No, but
yeah.
so who is managing you right now?
Shaquie Mills, he actually from New York.
Okay, so
Okay,
all
there,
right,
there
well,
you go.
you got
There you go,
somebody in New York in
Micah.
your corner.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
and promotion wise, who you signed with?
Um, I'm I'm still with Probellum.
Okay.
Well, I think they doing a different name now.
Yeah. I got you.
So yeah, we on that trying to figure that out right
No,
now.
I got it. We don't got to touch that. It's cool. And then
Yeah.
strength and conditioning. So, who are you with?
Forrest
Okay.
Washington.
Okay,
Yeah,
so a lot of people, it like what 5 years ago, they were criticizing boxers for having strength and conditioning coaches. They thought, you know what, old school back in the day, what do you need that for? Like all you got to do is, hit the speed bag, jump rope, run, blah blah blah. What are
yeah.
your thoughts on that? How important is a strength and conditioning coach?
It's. I feel like it's important. As time go on, everything always evolving, and yet the old schools ain't use it. But I feel like the fighters nowadays are a little bit more technical, a little bit more. The athletes are a little bit more bigger, things like that. So um, I feel like strength conditioning. Once I started doing it really doing it, it was different for me.
You could tell the difference from before you were using strength and
Yeah,
conditioning.
right. But that don't mean like, I didn't stop running and stuff like that and still doing
Yeah,
the old school work, but man, it definitely helps. It
I
definitely
agree.
helps.
Do you have a
I agree.
nutritionist? No?
Nah, I don't
Okay.
do it. I don't eat red meat,
Uh,
so
I'm
it's
sorry.
pretty. Nah, I did it myself like 6 years ago. Uh, so yeah, it's kind of easy for me to make weight.
Well, yeah, I can think that. I mean, that does. Yeah. I
So that
mean, because
means
sometimes you bloody
you have.
steak and
I feel that means you have great self discipline. Then, if you can make weight on
Yeah.
your own and eat the things that you need to do to make weight, because I mean, some of these boxes do have nutritionists,
Oh yeah, for
and they
sure.
still don't make weight. But unless you have perfecting athletes, then you're gonna make weight.
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
right.
so I have a question for you. I don't know if you already have things in the works, but who can we expect you to fight next, or like what's brewing out there in 130 for you?
Um,
Can you talk about it?
I just know we looking to go back in May.
Anyway.
We looking to go back in May. Uh, we looking at maybe a John O'Carroll type guy.
Okay.
Maybe somebody like that. Our mandatory, he said he needed a little bit more time, so uh,
He
Yeah.
didn't stay. Your mandatory didn't stay ready. He need more. He need more
Right.
time. Oh, okay. Hey,
yeah, he
yeah.
said they need a tune up.
Well,
So
after your last performance, I bet they do need a tune up.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, honestly, you made it look so easy. I'm a coach too, and
yeah,
and you made it look so easy. And then the thing that I love too is I love to hear the corners. Like I love to
yeah,
hear what the corners are saying. So your corner is shooting out instruction, and then the opposite corner, I'm like, dude, like y'all aren't saying anything. Y'all aren't telling
yeah,
your athlete how to adjust.
yeah.
Whenever you're in the corner, um, do you like everything just to be like really simple? Give me one or two things. What helps you? What triggers you when you're in the corner?
Yeah, just being calm, being calm. Don't panic. Things like that. Um, just let me know the little stuff you see. That third eye.
Yeah.
I feel like that's really the biggest thing because when your corner get the panicking and stuff like that, then naturally you might get the panicking.
Okay.
Yeah, they gotta go.
Yeah, yeah, right. So it's like, so yeah,
That's so true. And I tell, I've talked about it on the show before. It's like, the corner and the boxer, it's such an intimate relationship,
yeah,
because your corner knows everything that you just went through a week ago, a month ago, whatever injuries they need to hide. They know your weaknesses, your strengths.
yeah,
They need to be able to lay hands on you and tell you and show you what to do without showing the emotion. If
right,
people just don't understand that. So sometimes I cringe, and then also I'm a cut woman. So sometimes I cringe when I hear the corners or I see their expressions or, the cut man's not paying attention. I'm just like, I start panicking,
yeah,
So
yeah,
yes, so everybody, y'all need, if you work corners and you trying to understand, you need to be calm because
right,
your boxer feels what you feel,
most
and it's
definitely,
very, y'all are in a very vulnerable state, at that time.
yeah.
So 5 years from now, and you're looking back at your career, not that it's gonna be over. I'm just saying you'll be 5 years ahead. What do you want to see? What's on your resume?
I want you to drop names because let me tell you, Shaquie, I follow you on Twitter. You are not shy about calling people out.
Like it's like
you were
Spill the
calling out a
tea.
lot of fighters, so I know. I want you to say a name. I need you to say a name of like who. What's the other belt you trying to snatch? Like who's the belt you trying to snatch next?
I would love to get Navarrete.
Okay.
I like it. I
Navarrete,
like it.
he's supposed to be this boogeyman coming up. Um, Hector, I know he's just coming off a loss, so I don't like to kick a man when he's down, but he still got that title.
Yeah.
I definitely want that. Definitely want that. Man,
It's part of the game. Sorry, you got that belt.
right,
I need that.
right. I
Sorry.
need that. I definitely need that. Man, I see myself in 5 years, man. Hopefully, I can unify for 130, and then
Absolutely.
if I can't become undisputed or anything like that, because I'm
You
not
will.
trying to stay. Yeah, for sure. But you know how the promoters and the fighters be.
I know all the stuff
They don't be
behind
want.
the
Yeah,
scenes.
they don't be wanting to do nothing. But
So you
if I
you
can
might
get
have
it
made this
done,
last win look too easy because now people might not really want to get in there
No, he
with you.
did. He really did. He really did.
hey, but we got that green thing, so hopefully they come for it.
Oh
That's
yeah.
what they want. Everybody wants the green one.
Right. So hopefully
Absolutely.
they come for it, man. But hopefully I can come undisputed, man, and in 5 years be a multi-division champion. Because I plan on staying here for a couple years or whatever. But I'm definitely planning on moving up and challenging myself. 35, stuff like that.
Iceman asked the question. I don't know if it was for you or for me, but I'm gonna answer it because I don't
How
want
you
you to
feel about
incriminate
Terry?
yourself. But he incriminate yourself. My bad. He said, "How you feel about Teddy Atlas in someone's corner?" I feel no. I don't think he's God. Whatever. I'm not a fan. No, but I'll say that we want to incriminate the champ, but I say no.
Teach says Cordina if he wins back his belt. And somebody says
Okay,
Navarrete is a dangerous
Navarrete
fighter.
Hey,
that would be a good
it's
fight.
dangerous. It's dangerous for Navarrete too. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's like,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Every fight.
Every fight's
Absolutely.
Dangerous.
It's dangerous on both sides. That's what I say too. It's like it is what it is. This is
Right.
boxing, baby.
But I like the way you said he's supposed to be a boogeyman. That's what you said.
Hey, I like to fight the bullies, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And like I said, your last fight, you were so calm. Like you made it look so easy. You were so calm. I was watching the corner. I was listening to Bobby give you instruction. It was just like a perfect symphony. Like that people, y'all need to go back and watch. That is how the corner should be. Like seriously. And Aaron just taking care of it's just like it was perfect. It was beautiful. It really was.
How did you celebrate your win after it? Because that's a big accomplishment, you know. You got that green thing. Everybody
Yeah, nah, man. I ain't really do too much. I just chill with family. To be truthful, I wasn't satisfied with my performance. Like,
oh, really?
That's okay.
Nah, like
you're your
I
biggest
like,
critic, so yeah.
right, and I feel like I could have got him out of there. I feel like I could have done certain things better, but that just let me know that this is just the beginning, though. Just staying humble after the fight. I ain't really do too much. I'm really looking for the next one, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, collect those things like what's the Thanos Club? Collect those belts, man.
Yeah. That's
you
it.
say you didn't eat red meat, so we know you didn't go to a steakhouse after celebration. So maybe you went to the chicken shack. I don't know, because after a big fight, we usually go to a steakhouse. You know what I'm saying, and we get a big old steak. But it's all good. You know, being with
we
family.
went and got tacos. That night.
Yes. Tacos. Okay, that's second choice. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So today is International Women's Day. You know, not Nika's my International Woman of the Day. But who are some of the women in your life that have really helped you get to where you're at today?
That's a good question.
Um, First I'll say my mother, you know, being that she passed so young, uh, it always gave me that fuel, you know, that extra chip on my shoulder. My sister, um, my sister, my grandma, the one I grew up with, she died in 2017, so she a big motivation to me. And I still got my grandma on my mom's side, so you know, just really them two, really them two, my sister and my grandma, they're the biggest. That's here, you know, on earth.
That's beautiful. I love it. Yeah, you know, um, I mean, we do that. It's like we think about the ones that have gone before us and they give us the motivation that we need to keep on going. You know, I know
Yeah,
I've had, you know, times in my personal life and in my career because I travel a lot and I'm gone away from my family a lot. And I definitely have to like say, hey, you know, grandma, dad, you know, whoever, brother, best friend, I need you. So I love that. I think that's beautiful. And and as far as the ones that are still here, your family that are still here, do they rally around you? Do they support you? Do they help keep you in line? Like, that, don't eat that, don't do that. What are you doing? Are they on you?
uh, I'm the second to oldest, so
Uh,
I kind of gotta keep that, you know, keep
yeah,
that discipline myself.
right.
But
You're the one saying don't do that.
yeah. But you know, looking at them and being around them, they give me the motivation not to do, you know, do certain things. You know, so yeah, you got me.
So so you started boxing pretty young. You were How old were you?
Hey,
8.
Oh wow.
Okay. Why? Like why boxing? Why not football, baseball, soccer? You know, why boxing?
Because to me, you're built like a cornerback. I feel like you have a.
yeah,
He's
I've
like,
heard that a
oh
lot, and I
really?
played
Yeah.
cornerback. I
Oh,
played
okay. See,
cornerback.
I'm good. I'm good.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. It just I was playing, you know, sandlot football, basketball way before boxing, but um, I didn't never play like real, like actual football, basketball. Like it was all just, you know, with my friends and stuff like that. And boxing gym was the actual real competition I've ever really done. Like all the other stuff was just me playing with the friends and everything. But it was just me being bad, following my cousins to the gym
Okay.
on bicycle stuff like that. So that's how I ended up at the gym. But I ended up playing. I played football, basketball, things like that.
Okay. So you
Yeah,
followed your cousins to the gym and then you stayed there. Did your
yeah.
cousins go on to box too, or were you the only one?
Nah, I was the only one. We all had our first fights together, but I'm the only one that won. So it was,
You know, he's so humble and modest. He don't really want to say. I can tell he's like trying to be modest about it. But
yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned tacos earlier. So you go to a taco truck. Don't tell me you're gonna order chicken tacos. What kind of tacos you ordering? Let me know.
Damn. Shit.
well, we know it's not. We know it's not steak tacos.
I mean, if it ain't seafood, whatever seafood tacos they got, then it got to be shredded chicken or
Chicken,
something.
chicken. Yeah.
Okay.
It got to be,
Fair enough. Seafood fur. I can deal with the seafood tacos. That's for sure.
yeah,
Fish taco,
yeah.
shrimp taco. I got it. I
I
got
have
it.
another question for you. Have you seen any boxers calling you out or like talking shit on the low and you just you catching it here and there? Like I personally haven't seen anybody call you out since you won.
They're not going to.
So I don't know if you saw something or if nobody's called you out,
Nah,
right?
nah. I ain't seen it. I ain't seen nobody say nothing fly. None of that.
They know. I guess they know better.
I mean,
let me ask you. So, do you believe that? So, there's a lot of not just boxers, but like athletes or stars, and they say, you know what? I don't have an obligation, a moral obligation to society, to these young kids, to say anything or do anything to motivate them or to help them find their way. You know, I did this on my own. It's about me. And whatever I say and do, you know what, like F them, whatever. Do you feel that you personally have to give back or feel that you should give back to youth that are looking at you and that are behind you, looking at you as a role model? Because some people are like, I never asked to be a role model. Don't look at me. You know, how do you feel about that?
I feel like I definitely have to give back. Definitely need to. In my position, I feel like the things that I've done, overcome, it'll be a great inspiration for the kids and the next generation, especially the ones that ain't got it all, you know, going through hard times when they're younger. So it kind of fades. It kind of gets to you when you're in your teenage years. Just people like that. So like at the end of this month, I'm going to talk at this elementary school in my hometown, and
That's great. I love it.
yeah, it's like some dads and kids where they play basketball, things like that. So I'm gonna go talk and play basketball with my niece after. So just I definitely feel like I want to too. So it's not just that I need to, it's that I want to.
Right. I love that. What do you say to a 13-year-old Shaq? What do you say if you can go back and talk to you at 13? What do you tell yourself?
Oh man.
Oh, we're gonna put you on the spot on this show.
I would just tell myself, man, be smart, you know, keep your eyes open for, you know, a lot of people out there, a lot of things to follow, a lot of wrong things to follow. So I just tell myself, be smart, be dedicated, pay attention to the wrong crowds, to them certain people, man. Just some
Snakes.
influences. Yeah, man.
Snakes.
Just yeah.
So, what are your opinions on OnlyFans? So OnlyFans is changing. It's not just about, you know, whatever. What do you feel about boxers today getting on the OnlyFans train? Is that something that you think that you'd want to do? Or is that something that's just like, I don't know about that?
Because, you know, like the boxers are showing their behind the scenes training videos and stuff like that.
Intimate conversations with their coaches, you know, with their team. Like, what do you think about that?
And nobody can like record it or put it out or anything, right?
I don't think they allow you to.
They're not supposed
record,
to. Yeah. They have to be
because
subscribed.
now that he asked that question, I think that's a good question because
That's a great
I don't know
question.
if I would want people to know like our secret conversations with the coaches and stuff like that. That's like
Right.
Yeah.
So I see why you asked that.
OnlyFans, so, yeah, I ain't never been on there, so I'm trying to see how it works. But
yeah, I've been really curious about that too, because can people like subscribe to OnlyFans and then, of course, you know, record on their phone and then put it out there? Like,
they would have to take like another device and record it, because I don't think it'll probably black out the screen. Like, you know, when you watch like I don't know if it's the Zone or something, like one of those, they black out the screen when you try to record it or take a picture. So I think that's probably what OnlyFans does. But
see, I agree with Iceman. I'm old school. That should be private. See, I feel the same, because there's so many private conversations that I have with you know, with my boxers or with my coaches, and things that are going on, you know, that it doesn't need to be out there, because already as it is, Twitter has a field day. I mean, you say one thing on your social media and they just like
Yeah.
chop it up,
It's
blow
going
it up.
crazy.
Yeah.
You
It's going
know, so
crazy.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. I was just wondering what your thoughts were. You know.
Yeah, I haven't. I've never been on OnlyFans, so I don't really know how it works. But only thing I would be worried about is if footage get to
Your
my
opponent.
opponent.
Opponent,
Yeah,
yeah.
Right.
something like
Because
that.
if I was your opponent, I would sign up for your
I would.
OnlyFans to
Yeah.
see what you're
I'm
Might as
paying.
doing.
And
well.
what?
Yeah, right. To
Shit,
see what
why
you're
Whatever the
doing.
not?
Let
subscription
me see
is.
what he's doing over here. Yeah, right.
Right. Oh, he got an injury. Oh,
Oh,
okay. Oh,
okay,
his girl
yeah.
broke up with him. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like so. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm
I
big
don't
on
know.
that. Like I don't. That's why I don't post a lot during camp or anything. Like
Yeah, you're not really a big social media person. I think when you
nah.
do come on there, it's for you to call out people, or like that's what I've seen you
Yeah,
do. I've seen you
yeah.
like call out fight, but you don't really be on social media like heavy like that. So yeah.
Which
Nah.
is good. Which is good.
Yeah.
So, before we let you go, any last shout outs? Any shout outs to anybody? Or any last questions anybody have in the chat, Micah?
No, he's answered the one so far.
Everybody that just appreciate everybody that showed up. I mean, that's watching, that's tuned in. I appreciate y'all having me. You know,
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming on.
it
Our
was
pleasure.
fun. I would love to come back one day.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. You have an open invitation. And tell everybody where they can find you. All your even though you only posting when you call somebody out, they need to see it. So where can they find you on social media?
You can find me on at Instagram, Shaquie Foster promo. You can find me on Twitter at Shaquie Foster and Facebook
Okay.
Shaquie Foster. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And
That's how I know.
we'll,
That's how I know he don't really be on there heavy because he had to think about
we'll
what
put
his
it
names
out there
are.
too.
Yeah.
We'll
I'm
put
like,
it out
damn, which one
Which
next? I
one
know
is?
I'm missing some.
Yeah.
Okay, so before I let you go though, my last question is Ice Water and Shock. Where did they come from? Those nicknames. Ice Water and then Shock.
So Shock came from when I was 8. My first amateur fight. So like everybody in my hometown know me as Oceanique. So
Yeah,
they used to call
Oceanique.
me
That's how
Neek.
I knew you.
Yeah,
Oceanique. When
Neek,
people said,
stuff
I said,
like
no,
that.
Oceanique, they're like, no, it's Oshaki. I'm like, that's Oceanique.
Yeah, and my hometown, they still like that. They still think they pronouncing my name wrong. But what
Yeah.
happened was my first amateur fight, they announced me as Oshaki. And
Uh,
I got mad and stuff, but come to find out that's how it's spelled on my birth certificate. So I had been
okay.
spelling it.
Oh wow,
Yes,
Yeah,
because
that's crazy.
yeah.
yes,
So,
I knew you
so
as Oceanique, but I was like, okay, I was wrong back then, so okay.
nah, you wasn't wrong.
Okay,
You wasn't
okay.
wrong. But that's how the shot came. So when they called me Oshaki, my coaches just started calling me Shocky, things like that,
Yeah,
and
I
that's
think
what
the
they
name is.
always called me.
I
Yeah.
You
love it.
know,
And the name fits because look, you shocked the world. Like that
Hell
name is
yeah.
that's a good boxing
hey,
name.
it
Yeah.
came back
And
around
ice water,
perfect.
it's like
Yeah.
you pour ice water on somebody, wake up, I'm here. Just saying.
Yeah, it's crazy because I didn't even take Shock serious at first. Like it was just a name that everybody in the boxing world was calling me, but I
Stuck
didn't
with
even
you.
use it as no nickname or nothing like that
Yeah.
until a
Yeah,
couple years
I
ago.
love it. It's great. So please say hi to my guys, Bobby, and especially Aaron. Give him a hug for me. And tell me
Gotcha.
I'm gonna post that clip. I'm
I
calling him out.
got you.
I'm calling Benji out. Benji, you have been officially called out, Benji.
I
No,
got
thank you
you.
so much for coming on. We
Thank you for
appreciate
coming
you.
on.
You're welcome
Yes.
anytime. We're easy. We're fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
No
yeah, yeah.
pressure. So thank you so
Oh,
much.
and I want to apologize for like you see. I know you followed me on Twitter. You probably see me going off on a lot of people, but I'm a very nice person. I just want to
Yeah.
apologize for you
She
seeing
is.
all that stuff on Twitter. I don't know who that lady is.
Hey, she keeps it interesting. She keeps us on Twitter for sure.
Understand.
Well, you have a good night. We appreciate
And
you so much.
congratulations again. Yes.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. I appreciate y'all
Okay.
having me.
Hey, good night.
All right.
All right, good night.
Great.
He's so awesome. That was so good.
He's so humble.
Love it. I love it. I love it. That was a great interview.
I should apologize to all my followers.
No, girl. No, girl.
But I've been taking a break off
you.
of Twitter. Y'all have not seen me on Twitter for like, I mean, I think this is like my 4th day. I have not been on Twitter. So
you're good. You're good. So for me, peaceful. It's Lent. It's Lent right now. So we're making little sacrifices or whatever. I'm just gonna say that's your Lenten sacrifice.
Okay, yeah. It works. It works.
But I want, like, I know he didn't want to talk about it that much, but I want to go back to like this press conference. So we already talked about the purse. It didn't match. It was horrible. And then Ryan, he had an interview on DAZN, and he was saying,
was it today?
Yeah, today.
It was before the press conference.
It was before because he was like, I'm here at the press conference, and he's not here. He's not here. It is very unprofessional. But at that time, he was an hour late, and that's what I saw. But he said that he was putting his fans in boxing, first, whatever, whether it's true or not, whatever. But so he like agreed to a lot of stipulations, that Tank wanted. Like there's a rehydration clause. So Ryan can only gain 10 pounds.
10 pounds. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, okay. And you know what? Let Tank can call the shots, whatever, And Ryan's going to agree or not agree. And that's why the fight was made, because he agreed to all the stipulations. So I respect him for that. I do. I know that there was.
But that's how these big fights get made. Somebody has to give in and
absolutely
get the shitty end of the stick.
Well, and sometimes they do give in and they're still not made because they find other excuses. We know a big fight that hasn't been made, even though from our point of view, on one side, everything was agreed upon, but it's still not made, but whatever. But what I was going to say was that a lot of people people were getting criticized on Twitter because they were saying how they weren't going to support Tank Davis, and that how come John Jones didn't get the same energy. Because he had also beat up his wife or something. I don't know, allegedly, because I don't know what the details are. First of all, there's a lot of men out there that have done this, which is horrible, okay? But right now, Tank Davis is the man of the hour. He's the man of the hour. He's the one in the spotlight. He's the one about to fight. So obviously, people are going to bring up, his charges that he has. But then they want to act like it's either racial or it's whatever, because we're not bringing up everybody. Should we just like go down in history and like bring up everybody and then bring
That's a long list. That's a long list.
Exactly. That's a long. Okay, D-Star, talk to me. Now, John Jones was in a hit and run or something like that. I don't know. The hit and run. Okay, so he didn't beat his wife. Okay, so
no, I remember something. I remember something with domestic violence for John Jones.
I mean, I do too. Okay, so he was in a hit and run. Okay, just like Tank was. But yeah, exactly. IOTBA. Hello. Yes, it's a long list. So every time we mention the man of the hour, whatever's going on, we're supposed to like go down this long list. Like, no. Okay, so boxing historian said he had a hit and run on an old woman. And you know what? First of all, MMA, I'm sorry, that's not my sport. I thought boxing. Nothing against MMA. That's great. Nothing against football, basketball, baseball, soccer, whatever. That's not my sport. Boxing is my sport. How am I going to know what the hell John Jones did?
But, like when we're talking about a fight and there's two boxers that are opponents, those are the two boxers you're going to talk about. You're not going to tag in John Jones.
Right.
That's another discussion when he has a fight.
And then John Jones going to be like, why y'all bringing me in this? I'm not boxing. I've dealt with that. Like, let the MMA people crucify me. Why y'all crucify me?
Because let me tell you, if they were to bring up every athlete that has some type of domestic
Girl,
violence or something, you will never get an interview done because there's a long list of athletes.
I know there was a girl. There was a girl. She had done an interview with John Jones.
And she said that she didn't ask the question because she didn't want him to hang up.
But like, you know what? That's real talk.
Yeah, that's honest.
That's real talk. Like, they can't just come on and immediately you start attacking them.
Like, I think she said that she asked a question at the closing of the interview, which would have been smart. Like, you already got all the questions in, and throw that little jigger in at the end. Yeah.
People don't realize how hard it is to even get an interview. Like, first of all, people don't realize. And then sometimes athletes only agree to interviews and they want to approve the questions that you're going to ask them. So there's always and a lot of times we will say, are there some things that you don't want to touch on? Because we're going to respect them, because you know what? We're all freaking human. We all make mistakes, and we don't want to talk about the mistakes we made. And we're going to respect that, because me as an average Joe, I make mistakes too. And there's some shit I don't want to talk about because that's behind me, So I don't know. Mike Ramirez said, I'd like to see Garcia walk out in an outfit for the ring walk.
Why? Why? If I was him, I would not do that, because y'all don't think it's like a little Mike Tyson. Why the fuck would he want to piss him off like that? Right? I don't think that's a smart move.
Might get Munoz, you are late. You missed a great ass interview. But good thing you could go back and replay it. It was good. It was good. Oh, Shaquie, he did his thing. And so I just want to ask the chat and my girl, who's winning this fight? Who's gonna win this fight? Between Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. Who's got it?
I think I'm not gonna lie. I think
you got, girl?
I have Tank winning this fight. That guy, he's like a little Mike Tyson to me. Like, he packs power. Like, he just has to hit Ryan with one of those and he's done. And I would hate to see that, because I like Ryan Garcia.
Can he reach Ryan? I'm just saying.
I mean, because he's fought taller fighters.
No, he has.
Look at what's his name? God, I had it in the
No, I know. No, he has.
He knocked him the fuck out. Leo Santa Cruz. Yes. He was taller fighter, and he got laid the fuck out. Like, come on now, that height ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
That's true. I know. So just to play, let me see. I'm pulling for Ryan, but Tank probably will win. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of people's consensus.
Tank is a fall nearly by the leg of Ryan. That'd be entertaining. Yeah. So, okay, you know what? So we have majority so far that Tank's gonna win. So I'm gonna play devil's advocate, and I'm gonna say, you know what? First of all, Ryan Garcia's got some power. He's got some fucking power. All it takes for Tank to be emotional, and maybe if Ryan did walk out in a prisoner outfit,
that would piss him off.
And he's gonna be pissed off. And Barrios, yes. And he's gonna get emotional. He's gonna jump into a shot. All it takes is one shot in boxing. So,
is Barrios taller than Leo Santa Cruz?
Yeah,
Leo Santa Cruz looks so tall to me.
Tall,
maybe
because he's so skinny.
So skinny, yeah. Maybe
so he looks taller, but I think Barrios was taller. Actually.
He laid Leo out.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and pick Ryan. I'm gonna pick Ryan. You know what? Maybe he'll lose. It's fine. I'll eat crow. If he loses. But I'm gonna pick Ryan. I think that from what I've seen, where he's agreed to everything, even only 10 pounds heavier, after the fight, like, that's huge, because, girl, they blow up 20 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
The chat wants Ryan to get his ass beat, because y'all telling him coming in the prisoner outfit, like, a cop.
They are.
If y'all telling him to come in there dressed as a cop or a prisoner, y'all want Ryan to get his ass beat, like, viciously, I don't know about that. I think he should just come out there.
I'm curious. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good.
You know what I want Ryan to come out dressed in? I want him to have a denim trunks because of his coach. You know, his coach loves a little jean jacket and a little jeans.
Oh yeah.
I would love him to wear
I'm
denim
sorry.
trunks.
Worst corner boxing. I'm sorry, I said it live. Worst corner boxing. So that's the only doubt that I have because of the corner. Okay, Tank will wear a dress as long as it's not green because that purse was hideous.
My God, I cannot.
Yeah, that I agree. That rehydration clause was super.
Yeah, Goosen. He loves denim.
No, I'm sorry. Okay, he's not the worst. I'm sorry. He's not. Teddy Ellis is the worst. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he has Goosen.
Is okay. Okay.
He's the denim man. So I want Ryan Garcia to wear denim trunks.
Yes, exactly.
That would be so cute to me. I don't know. It's just weird.
They could be twinsies.
Yeah. I just think he just needs to do the least thing to piss Tank off before the
first corner boxing.
He needs to do the least thing to piss him off.
Yes, Tank is a sucker for this hydration clause, but you know what? He's smart though. He's smart. Like, why not? Because he knows that Ryan is a heavy hitter. Like, I for sure he is. Like, I know people that have fought him, that have sparred him, and they said he is freaking heavy-handed as shit.
You know, I haven't really been seeing a lot of people. Well, I haven't been on Twitter like that. I was trying to say I haven't really been seeing too many people say bad things about Tank for wanting that rehydration clause. But maybe I'll work on Twitter later.
Well, I think it just came out today. But you know what? They're not going to, because right now they're not going to criticize him because they feel like he's getting criticized because of his legal situations. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. We shall see, definitely.
Yeah. If he doesn't, he's probably gonna get caught.
So I have been. What else is going on in boxing today before we head out?
Yeah, that was the big thing today. Yeah,
that's pretty much it. Well, girl, last shout outs.
I'm gonna shout out the chat for always coming in. Yeah, you guys got really good questions.
We have the best chat.
Yeah, you guys have really good questions in the chat, especially when Lee Groves is in the chat too. He always, if I can't think of something, you know, Lee, and he'll. But yeah, so if y'all not gonna see me on Twitter for a while, so don't ask me why. I've just been taking a break because there's too many trolls that don't have lives that are like harassing me. Now they're harassing me on Instagram. So I'm gonna scale back on Instagram too, because if I don't give you nothing to feed off of, then you don't have nothing. Then you're just gonna die. You know? So whatever. Yeah. So go back to sucking the dick of the guy that you're playing.
But you're a superstar, girl. You're a superstar. That's why. Like when people can be stalked and like always be in people's mouths.
Yeah, they're calling me a stalker while stalking me.
Yeah,
you're all stalking me, but I'm calling me a stalker. Yeah, it's okay, crazy. make that make sense. So
it's crazy.
Yeah. So if y'all don't see me on social media, that's the reason why I'm just taking a break, because like I don't have patience, and I'm not gonna let people work me up to the point where I'm just gonna like go crazy. So take a little break because my birthday is next month. So, you know, next month I'll reemerge. I'll reemerge.
Easter Sunday is your birthday, right?
Yes, Easter Sunday is my birthday. It sure is.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So catch us every Wednesday. We'll be back next Wednesday, and we have Tierra Brown. Everybody wants to see Tierra Brown fight Sky Nicholson.
You know what? We need to push it. We need to push it. I want to see Tierra get her shot, man.
Yeah, me too. She deserves it.
So many people getting shot for it that do not deserve it. It's just that's one of the things that frustrates me the most in boxing. Like they give people chances that haven't earned them, you know. And Tierra's definitely put in the work, and so
she has. And back at you, MC.
Yes.
Happy International Women's Day, ladies.
Yeah, so she's. Let me say something about MC in the ring. She's a strong lady too. I think they have a farm or something like that. So she be out there like getting it in, getting the cattle and stuff going.
Yes,
so, there's a lot of cool, strong women.
She's a badass. Around us, she's been on the show. We got to have her back on. She's a
Look
badass.
At Crystal. There's so many people inviting me to New Jersey for this fight for, you know, Shakur. Y'all know.
Oh, April 8th.
Be the day before my birthday.
Girl, go see Crystal, girl. Go see Crystal.
I don't know. I might go to New Jersey for that fight. I don't know, but I'm not a big fan of his, but you know, it's my birthday, so I'm gonna try to travel as much as I can.
Yes.
So I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We
Do
shall
it.
see.
I will be traveling to Germany, Czech Republic, and Poland. No, Finland. So
See,
I will
I
be
like the
gone.
short trips. I'm trying to go to
Girl.
DR for my birthday. I'm trying to leave the day after, which is the Monday. So probably I'll probably be doing Women Crushing on Wednesday from Dominican Republic. So yeah.
Yes, I will be doing it from those countries I just named. And I'll be back home May 8th. I'm leaving on the 20th, and I'll be back home May 8th. But hey, it is what it is. Duty calls. It's all good. But thank you all, everybody in the chat. We love the chat. Y'all are fabulous. We have the best chat ever. Like seriously. And thanks to my girl, International Women's Day. This day was
Oh, I
dedicated.
want to give a shout out to Lily. I think her boxing channel is Chicana Boxing because she tagged me on Twitter, like for talking about women's
Oh my
International
gosh,
Women's Day. But
I
I
wanna know who
didn't
she is.
retweet or anything yet because I'm not on there. But I'll
Okay.
retweet the stuff when I return. But I wanted to give her a shout out and say her thank you, and that she's also a strong woman in boxing and in life. So thank you so much for tagging me and giving me a shout out. Yeah.
Because I want to give her a shout out too. Okay, guys, thank y'all. We love to love you. You have a wonderful night. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye-bye.